You probably know the feeling. You play an incredible game. You go up material. You have such a beautiful position. You're already thinking like, I'm proud to show this to people I care about. And then you make that one blunder. In this video, I'll show you exactly how you can blunder, but use the concept of tempo to save yourself. Let's go. What we learned in the previous video is how I apply what I learned in the tournament. So if you don't know what we learned in the tournament, go watch that game. It was very instructive. And yeah, I don't know what you're doing if you're not watching those games. Those games were very instructive. But what we learned was that I didn't know something, I missed something, so I always thought that you should go for more activity, put pressure on your opponent, and after you did all of that, you had the choice to either get more activity and with your activity advantage, exchange it for more tangible advantage, or you could actually exchange your um, or you could exchange all of your pressure for tangible advantage. Only two choices. But what I did in the tournament and learned by just doing it by accident is that if um you could also go for the choice that you can get the activity and the pressure, that's good. But after that, you can actually just exchange all of that for just a little bit of tangible advantage, but keep your activity going. So what I did was I got way more activity, pressure in the center, threats, everything. And then I just sacrificed my bishop. He couldn't take it, and I just retreated my bishop. Now I'm up a pawn. First of all, I still have more activity. Now I have an extra pawn, and I still have everything I want. So then I continue my attack up a pawn, and the point is like now he has to prove me that he can still win, so he has to attack me, but I still have more activity. So he can't really do that, and I still put a lot of pressure, and after a long while I attacked, and now I was up the exchange after. I don't know why he's thinking this long. This is obviously the move. Um, and after I was then up the exchange, I again exchanged all of my activity and pressure for just the exchange. And oh, that's not a blunder. Cool, 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 cool. So takes, and this doesn't hang. And if I do this, there's actually no pin to act on. Fair enough. So that's not tunnel vision. Um, so I think I want to reroute because this hits the queen. Um, so after all of that, after all of that fighting, I was then up the exchange as well as everything I was up already. And I then got a beautiful checkmate. Like the checkmate was beautiful. If you actually didn't watch that video somehow, you should. Like, it was a crazy game with a beautiful checkmate. So I'm hitting the queen. Queen has to move, but if he's lazy, I can put a knight here, attack this, attack that. Queen has to move again. I can take. So he has to be very careful. I could even, by the way, apply what I just said. If he goes here, here, right, you have to move. I could take with the knight, take with the knight, take with the bishop. You move there, done. What I can do as well is after, like, let's say here, knight there, you go here, right? I could also take with the bishop or the check. You cannot take because of checkmate. So I can just take with the bishop, you have to move and retreat, and then I still have so much activity. So I think this is the good move though. Um, Here, and what if he just attacks? Mm, yeah, I don't know what to actually do if he just attacks. Um, I can only go back and like, what did I achieve? Like, this is the position, he gets this and an extra move. So that cannot be the good idea. So let's just start a minority attack. So in this position, right, like this pawn structure, yeah, like that. This is called a Carlsbad structure, and the plan of the Carlsbad structure is just to start a minority attack and say like, okay, you have these two pawns, you have these three, I will attack you with two pawns, leaving this and one of these weak. And then I'll pressure the weak pawn. I want to set a trap, but I don't think it works. I could go. I cannot. That's sad. If I could go there, probably it does work. So if I do this, that's stupid. So do I actually have to move my rook? I think I have to. Which wastes a tempo, to be fair. I could take, and after take. Okay, fair enough. What are you attacking though? Absolutely nothing. Um, I have a feeling like that's a blunder, but I don't really know how. Like, let's say take, I could take with a check. You have to move there. And if I take, you take, and I can check and move back, but you could block. I don't think that works. So maybe just move my knight out of the way. Maybe I want to rotate here, actually. Hmm. Yeah, I think I like that. And now I could put this in the center so that takes, bishop takes. Now I have good pressure and I'm threatening to do this, attacking your knight to actually unleash my bishop. Oh, now I can just go to the center. Which is quite nice. And I'm still threatening something though. Hmm. Because now this is defended actually. So if I kick you, knight has to move. I could pin you. You could attack. And I cannot really. Hmm. Is there nothing to gain from all of this? I mean, take. I don't know. Okay, let's go back to this plan, I guess. So if you take, I can just take with the bishop, which is totally fine. Now this should form a threat, because after this you have to go like here, and I can take, and take. So I think he reactivated my threat, which is quite wholesome. This could be annoying. I can go back, and now I'm threatening this. It's a bit tricky though. His queen could infiltrate. Hmm. Yeah, this could become a bit tricky, but it should be fine. After this, I do not want you to have my bishop. So after I take a piece, you take a piece, I could take. So after this, I take a piece, you take a piece, I take a pawn, you take a piece, I take a piece, you take a queen, I take a queen, you take a pawn. That's just a massive and useless trade. So after I go here, you could go here. After I kick your knight, if I go here, you could take, and after take back, you can defend. So I think I should go here. But this is quite a threat. But I think I can just kick your knight. Knight has to go here. Mm, I don't know. Man, if there's nothing here, but I can defend it, I can get this move in. So after takes and takes, and if you take and take, now you have two weak pawns, and I have this bishop instead of it, instead of this blocked one. So there's still variations after I just neutralize your attack and I just continue on the left side. So I'm constantly switching, right? I'm constantly thinking, can I get a pawn here? And if the answer is no, okay, fine, I'll just not get a pawn there. So now he actually just retreated. Yeah, if I go here, we are shuffling, so let's actually do something. I did not think about like take, and push. After take and take, I do have nope. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, I should have thought a bit more carefully about this, to be honest. Like, I should do this if he cannot push c4, but I didn't actually think about c4. Just probably pretty stupid. After like take, push, if I take, you take, my bishop is pretty trapped. So I don't think I have much other choice. Yeah, so will you push? Please don't. Please just take, and then I can maybe even take with the rook. That looks quite awesome. Oh, I didn't see this variation at all. I mean, it doesn't accomplish anything, does it? Can I attack? So that after takes, knight has to go there. But it can go there. That's annoying. I mean, honestly, that's my weak bishop. What if I just take? And if you take, oh no, you can always take here with a check. So I was thinking about here. Yeah, so if I now take, I can take and I'm up a pawn. But what if I actually take, but then you can take with a check? I have to recapture, you can take, so that doesn't work. So I have to take here first, and if you take, I can just take. Yes, leaving this as a threat, and leaving all of my pieces very active. You can attack me either way you want. Oh no, you cannot do this because my rook sees that as well. So you can attack me, but I can just take this with another threat. So I don't know. Yeah, that's quite a logical move. What if I ignore and take? I'm attacking your queen with a check, so queen has to move and I'll be fine. Like, yeah, I'm quite confident. Like, I'm attacking your queen with a check, so I don't really have to calculate a lot of variations. Yeah, I'm pretty in the driver's seat, so now this should be an plow. Shoot. What if I attack your rook? If it moves. I could attack your queen. Oh, okay, that's lucky. Yeah, I can attack your queen, that's lucky. You could take, but that's horrible. So you have to move your queen, defending this. And now I can move my rook. Uh, yeah, that's lucky. I cannot lie, I did not foresee this at all. And now I think I might have tactics with take, rook takes. Or queen takes, I'm not quite sure. Okay, fair enough. So I can take this with a check. If you ignore me, I can take. I mean, after this we're equal, right? So if I check, you go back, there's nothing. You're attacking my rook. I can just pose a checkmate threat. You block. And I can... I don't know. Um... Hmm... This is also a checkmate threat. Checkmate threats. Threaten your knight. Which can leave here. So I'm covering all of your... So if I checkmate threat queen there, is your knight trapped? I think it is. I think it very much is. Like here, and where does your knight leave? And you have to defend this, I mean... Good luck, my soldier. I mean, that might be valid, but can I not attack here? I don't know, actually. Can you just defend that? You shouldn't be able to, but if I cannot stop you, then you can. It's quite annoying. I should make a left. Here, rook here, I push the pawn. Yeah. I mean, I should rotate my bishop too, but that's quite difficult. I should calculate a bit, yeah, so can I... If you do this, it's made, but if you take with the other pawn, it looks quite dumb, but it works, which is quite frustrating, but... Let's go here, you have to defend. I can make a left. I have to be very careful for a lot of things. Is this a four straight? I think so, right? So take, and then I can take. And is your knight still trapped? Oh, awesome. I think rook here That's your knight. So rook here, you're forced to take, and how do you escape? You can only give it up for a bit of my king's safety. Oh, I didn't see that though. I can just take, and now take. I don't know why you gave me free. Okay. Um, let's make a left. You don't really have a threat. And now I'm up a bishop and 2 pawns. This is a trade. After rook here takes and I defend this, yeah. So this is just a nice trading offer. You have to leave. Yeah, I can just ask for a trade now. You have to defend like this, after which I can check you. That's actually not too strong. Could also block like this. Then you have to give me a check. I can leave. You have to defend. Maybe after this I can do that instantly, so that if you check me, I can just go. Oh. I didn't think about that. Well, if I just go here, you take. Okay. If I check, you move. I can just move the bishop. Yeah, I guess. And now just move the bishop so I can pose more threats. Everything is pretty defended. If I can, like, start making your king weaker and weaker, I should be fine, but that's not an easy thing to achieve. Oh, wait, maybe with this. Wow. Wow, does that actually just work? Here, check. I have to leave, you take. Take, go here, there. And now I do have an extra rook, and it's not really complicated anymore. Like, you just gave up your rook for a bishop and 2 pawns, which is in my favor for sure. I just cannot blunder a draw. It like takes, I go here, takes. So if those are your only checks, let's go here. So that I can allow check, I go here, but you do not have another check. My king is quite safe and I'm up a rook for a pawn and I can check. You have to leave. And I can start having threats. Like check. You have to move, check, go back. And you have to go here. Then I can go there maybe to pose this checkmating threat. Oh wow. So let's start with check. Um, so ask a queen trait. You don't have to check, so it's fine. Everything is defended. I can push again with a threat if I have to. And I just have to keep everything defended. So you do get this check if I just move now. So if I move, you check. I go here. What is your next check? You don't have a next check. Okay, then this is fine. You can check, I'll go here and I'm safe. So I just have to make some progress and yeah, now I'm attacking this, so that's a lot of progress. Oh, that's quite weird. Should I go here? Yeah, that looks fantastic. If you go here, I should have a mate somehow. I can check here. Oh my days, what? Check, go here. Check, go there. Checkmate. Yeah, I don't know what the idea is. If you want to trade queens, like, be my guess, but you are dead. Yeah, you are screwed. Oh, you can move here. Oh, that's quite annoying. But I mean... Oh, that's just mate. Why did you blunder mate? You can do this with a check, which is quite funny. I don't know why he did that. I don't think I want to actually give my game analysis for this. I'm not gonna lie. So we just played this weird. I was black for sure. This opening is weird but pretty terrible. I don't know why people still play this. So we just develop everything, keep developing, keep developing. I did everything pretty perfectly. That's the best move, crazy. And here I have to go for this, which is quite weird. Let's say we develop the knight. Oh, that traps a bishop. GG. I don't like this bishop pin. How do you develop your pieces? Like, let's say you develop, I get this. Like, what is my threat after takes? Knight takes. Queen has to go here, take, take, and my threat is to invade. You cannot defend that. I can invade again and I win a queen. Wow, I just overthrow you. But like, how do you see this? Like, obviously I have way more activity. So a pawn break in the center should work out in my favor, but how do I see this whole sequence where like I can do everything that I want and it always works out in my favor? Like, by the way, your queen is almost trapped. You should go here, after which I have check, take, check. And if you take, I have a free rook. And I can... That's mate. Wow. So this is the power of, if you have more activity, just strike the center open and you are completely winning. Like, how? If he just makes this one mistake, he's completely losing because of this. If he plays like some of the best moves, he's just dead. Always. Just completely dead. I can chase your queen around all that I want. I have a million discovery checks now. I can win 1,000 pawns. And now I can sacrifice my knight to pin you so I can win the knight back. And you have to be careful not to blunder your queen. You could counterattack me, but my bishops are deadly snipers. And I can sack again. And this move, which threatens me, you have to stop me. I can just pull back. And now, yeah, I'm just up a piece. Wow, that's crazy. So if you're up activity, you should just strike in the center. Um, yeah, I mean, I knew that, but this is crazy. I just completely misjudged my plan. So here a lot of my activity goes away, probably. I make some missteps. That's not the best way to rotate a knight. That's the best move. Kicking it here. I mean, I saw the ID, but I don't have a threat. I don't have to have a threat. I just continue with this, but this is so weak. Oh, my knight blockades everything. And the only way to trade this off is with this knight or this bishop, but this knight cannot really move and this knight cannot really move. So you cannot trade this, which doesn't make this actually a problem. So you have to defend and putting my bishop back. So maybe pin? Just strike in the center, take, and if you take, I can take, and if take, I can take, and if here... Yeah, just sag the knight. Obviously. I mean, I just don't have a choice. I would never go for this. I have to sack the full Mickey Mouse house so that you can trade. I'm down a pawn, okay. You develop, I attack, you have to leave. I can just keep pressuring you, and here I have a free bishop, no? Take, 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 and what do? You just do not take and I'm screwed, because I have to do this and take. Wow, okay, bro. Like, fine, you can have it. Whoa. Yeah, I would have never seen this, to be honest. Like, I would see that my knight is dead and I would stop calculating. Like, blame me. I would have never found that. So after this, I continue with this plan. I'm completely winning if I take with the pawn. Because you have to leave. I can push you, take, take. Oh, and you cannot leave there. Okay, so you have to do this. And then I have to find this move, which is quite difficult to see. What if I take? You take back and there's nothing. Okay. So I have to find this, which is quite hard to see. And if takes, king has to move here, and now I just made your king weaker. So I'm constantly threatening a piece and then getting other advantages. And your king has to move. Now I have discovery checks. Go here, and I can take your knight. Your knight is still dead. Oh my god, I have a pawn there as well, yeah. Okay, your knight is just trapped. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, so I didn't see that. I did the best move. I didn't see the benefit of this. Oh, he just wants to pressure like this again. Um, what if you develop? I just strike in the center, take, 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 and I'm up a piece for 2 pawns. But I mean, this is quite a difficult situation. Counterattack your queen, disgusting and risky. So if takes, I have takes, your rook is hanging, mine is not. You could counterattack me again, and after take, take, I have to infiltrate, giving up this pawn completely, but you cannot take it because of this. Yeah. I mean, all of this is so difficult. So I just kept developing and kept like pressuring the one side of the board, and if I saw that I couldn't gain anything on the left side, I focused on the right side, which wasn't the best of plans, but it did work out pretty well. So take, 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 and now I'm up a pawn. And here I blundered my whole advantage. I should have take, take, and take. And this is better, because in the other line you have take, take, take. Oh, and this fork instead. And even if I have a checkmate threat, it doesn't actually do anything. Oh, I didn't see the fork like that. Okay. So here he played the wrong fork, and here I have a queen threat. And I can just move, move, move. That's stupid. I expected rook here, and I have this, which traps your knight. So if you don't defend it, I take it. If you take, you should probably give up your knight for a bit of king activity, but king weakness, but I mean, there's nothing here anymore. I just have an extra piece, but you choose to trade rooks, so I have this for free. And I make a left, I trade, I check. Yeah, this is one of your best moves, but I mean, I don't really care. I give up a pawn so that I have activity, I ask trades, and I keep up threats, and now you blunder a maiden line. So if you go here, I have check. Okay, that's why you didn't go up. So you had to go down, check, go there, check, and now you have to move up. But then I have check and you lose your queen, okay, but I mean it's that or mate, so... Yeah, my conversion was clean. I mean, the main takeaways is like I just develop and take the center in the opening. If you are up a lot of activity, strike in the center, which I didn't do, but you saw. And my conversion was very good, and I trapped a knight, which was also pretty nice. And I did some blunders where you can learn as well, like the difference between taking the knight and taking a free pawn. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. So a lot to learn here. If you don't want to miss out on things like this, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.